Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel for our Friday evening live racing, ladies and gentlemen, as it comes to you from the league Full Throttle Racing. Sorry, I got so carried away with myself. Full Throttle Racing with their Touring Cars Association 1998 rounds 4, 5 and 6. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at St. Croix for 3 20-minute races of full-on nostalgia, I tell you. They're using the Group 4 Atenza out there, and they are donning some absolutely magnificent liveries from the British touring cars circa 1998. One of the best seasons of the touring cars era, it has to say. It was the height, ladies and gentlemen. It was So where they're using the Group 4 Atenza, they've got the bop on, and the tuning is limited to aero, brake bias and anti-roll bars, and the fuel tyre wear is off. Race format is 3 20-minute races, and it's a 7-week championship, ladies and gentlemen. The qualifying starts at 8. And then they have a second race grid is based on the results of the first race, and the third race will be the reverse grid from race 2's results. The tyres that they run at the race are mediums, as are stock tyre, but for one race of the night they must run a hard tyre, ladies and gents, and there's a limit on how many race 1 and 2 and 3 hards you can use to spread it around over the season, you see. And for one race in the season, you can run a soft set of tyres. So that's it. Now I'm going to try. Oh, I've got a photo. I took a screenshot in the chat. We've got Groot saying, hey. Well, hello, Groot. So I think I've got a championship table. We're not quite au fait with the names. I think he quite likes it, but Sid, as it turns out, in my blind-sightedness, it's SCLD, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. So we're either going to carry on calling him Sid for the giggles of it, or we're going to try and come up with an acronym for SCLD. Social. We'll work on it, because I've got a table here and I don't want to waste any time. At the top of the table, ladies and gentlemen, is Graham. I guess that's E. Graham on 54 points. Then in second, we've got McIntosh in 48 points. I'll try and collate the names. I'll have to get a pen and a piece of paper for next time. McEwen, we know who he is. He's third in with 46 points. 4 is new on 37. 5th is Piper on 37. Schauler, who is Groot, I know him, is in 6th on 28 points. Willows is in 7th on 27 points. Pointer is 8th on 25 points. Ellis is 9th on 15.5 points. Welsh is 10th on 14 points. Sharp is 11th on 11 points. And Dickox is 12th on 11 points. Now the teams, ladies and gentlemen, which is all important. We're not qualifying yet, are we? I don't think we are. We're all good. Racing are at the top on 74 points. Blend 37 Williams Renault are second on 63.5 points. Volvo S40 Racing are third on 52 points. Ford Team Mondeo are fourth on 48 points, with SO Ultron Team Peugeot fifth on 48 points. Vauxhall Sport sixth on 14 points, and then we have Team Honda Sport on 0 points. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how the table stands. I will promise you, I will work out nicknames and real names, and we will mash it up for the next round. I promise. I was a little bit. I took my eye off the ball, and I do apologise. Right now, then, I have names. Well, it's not going to make no difference. I've got a chart of when they can use tyres and stuff like that, but we'll just work it out as we go along. I think that's the funnest way of doing it. It looks like most people used the hard tyre, I think, in the third race. Yeah, something like that. We'll get on top of that, don't you worry. Don't you worry. So let's just have a look at the field, at our racers, ladies and gentlemen, at our pilots, the people, ladies and gentlemen, the pro sim racers that have brought such entertainment just from 3 rounds already in the can. last week at Goodwood, and was it not a drama fest? That track was a toughie of toughs. So they've come to St. Croix now in France for more assault on their sensors, ladies and gents. Right now the chat saying the qualifying is just about to start, so prepare your women. Things are gonna get hot around here, okay? I said prepare your women, because these Pro Sim races are hot schnizzle. We are going to have a flood. Evil Dragon then in the Mondeo. JW Talks M Sports is in the Volvo. That's a blank screen. And now we're into qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Evil Dragon. See him there in his Mondeo. And we have the Volvo heading out to the track now. It looks... Now, do they qualify on the tyre that they have to start on? Or I assume they all go out on the medium. We're finding our feet together, people. Now, McEwen going out and qualifying on a soft set of tyres there. Now, Stambingo, which is my favourite username so far ever. Stambingo. Standing in, I believe. I think he's standing in the Vauxhall Vectra team for Welsh, if I remember rightly. Oh man, he sent me all these messages, and I try and remember some of the information, but not all of it goes in. You just ask my wife. Right. Yes, I'm married. I know. You wouldn't believe it, would you? Right, hang on. Most recent messages. I can tell you what the hell is. Oh yeah, bro. He's qualifying now. Hang on, let me do some little. I don't think this works. I've tried this before. It's such a pain in the balls. It doesn't always show you when you're streaming. Oh yeah, it does. There you go. Right, let me just do a little admin here, ladies and gents. It won't take but a second of your time and mine. Let me get that in there. Yeah. Right then, you have my full concentration, ladies and gentlemen. I am back in the room with you. So, okay. So the subs tonight are Mr. Slowly is in the Renault for Ellis, and the original Jaunt in the Vectra livery subbing for Welsh. So it gets confusing with all the names, doesn't it? The nicknames, the usernames, we could go around in circles, but we've got Stambingo on our screen, and he is in the Vectra, and the original Jaunt. I read that as joint, didn't I? Maybe it was a spell check. Or it's just where my mind goes. Phone closed just as I was about to read it. Can you Adam and you can Eve? Original John. No, I read it wrong. Sorry. Big Dan in the chat saying hi thingy. I'm qualifying for the 2.5, so we'll catch up on stream later. Have a great race, everyone. Well, good luck with your qualifying, my friend. Ooh, a little knock on the wall then from the American. So they're going out there now. They've done their out laps. We've got E. Graham at the head of the field. He's banged in his first sector. We'll keep an eye on the Graham as he goes around, but it does look like we've got a mixture of tyres out there, as I last saw. We'll keep an eye on that situation, but at the moment through the wiggly bit here at St. Croix and over towards the bridge, and that barrier has taken many a soul, ladies and gentlemen, but E. Graham survives as he makes his way across the lake and to the other side, and he's going to be Gret with one of the worst corners in the game. It's a lot faster than you think, but there is a barrier there to really ruin your day, and E. Graham there getting through it quite swiftly, quite nicely. It's like he's done it before. He is a pro, ladies and gentlemen, a pro sim racer if ever there was one, and he's leading the championship, I believe. He's the only name I recognise. The dash then, trying to get a little toe, get a cheeky toe off of the Mondeo as the Mondeo sets its time. Sid or SCLD. Social, it's got to start with social, some sort of like social commentary latent delinquent or something like that. We'll get there, we'll think of something together. Chat, we will come up with a name for SCLD by the end. Graham then is still heading around, banging in those sectors. It looks like no mistakes have been made so far, and the Mondeo is looking quite nimble. He must have his package just right. He has found a lovely balance with his brake bias and his aeros. So the Graham then heading up towards the line to give us something to aim at. And there you go, a 2:21 then from the Graham. Dash crosses, a load of people crosses the line as the Dash slips down. It was not a great lap for St. Dash. And McEwen there has hit it hard, ladies and gentlemen. He has hit it hard, and he's hit it at the top. 9/10 faster than the Graham. Evil Dragon, the second Mondeo, joining his teammate in the top 3. The Groot is a Vectra Mondeo lockout here in France, ladies and gentlemen. And Sid in his Renault, holding on to 5th so far. They're going around, the flag is out. There is time to try, and no, these guys look like they have done. So JW down in 6th as the St. Dash. St. Dash is having another go. Jokerman looks like he has done, and is in 8th. We've got the Gaz Monkey in 9th. Graham's gone into the pits. JT is done in 10th. The original Jaunt is in 11th, with Stambingo looking like he has done in the other Vectras. Lovely 2 Vectras on the field. So McEwen then trying to push it a little bit further. He is on the soft tyre, so possibly you can use your soft tyre in qualifying if you're going to use it in the first race. We're learning, and we're learning together, which is what makes it special. Now it looks like McEwen then took a hell of a bite out of the barrier around that very fast corner, and again I don't think they're going for a lap. I think this is the grid. Graham in 2nd, Evil Dragon there in 3rd. It looks like they get the 1 run, ladies and gents. I mean, they might be going for it, but no, he's 3 seconds now. Groot in 4th then. I think this is how it is standing. The Groot's in 4th. Then we've got SCLD in 5th, with JW starting in the Volvo in 6th place. The Dash, the Peugeot, starting in 7th place. And oh yeah, some head there, ladies and gents. Some lovely bit of head on. I am going to need to see some ID or a verification before you can continue watching, because you are just about to be treated to a storm, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute storm. I don't know why I'm holding my controller. The beauty of doing live is that we can do let's have a look at the results. That's why I'm holding my controller. So El McEwen there at the top with a 2:20.6. Nearly a second behind is the Mondeo of E. Graham. Then Evil Dragon, the other Mondeo, in 3rd. Very close, only a 10th off of his teammate. The Groot is 4th, ladies and gentlemen, and he was also a hair's gnat's whisker away. Right, are we moving on? So SCLD starts in 5th, JW starts in 6th, 7th for Dash, 8th for Jokerman, 9th Gas Monkey. I'm scared. They're doing it. They're doing it, ladies and gents. There's no delay here, no hanging around. These guys do not mess. Oh, we can't do that. That would be just breaking the illusion. So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, for round 4 of your BTCC 98. It is go. McEwen off of pole against the Mondeos, the mighty Mondeos, coming at him with with the cold tyres. It's Even Stevens, even though with McEwen on the soft tyre at the moment, it's Even Stevens down the field. A little hustle and a tussle, a little pushing, and some absolute door-to-door banging racing there. The Volvo seeming to struggle there. Oh, he's moved up. No, he's not. He's there. A 3-wide tussle here between Groot, JW and Sid. I'm going with Sid, it's easier. The dash then, he's trying to make his way through as the Vectra's going very wide and one bit. Oh no, it's a Honda. A Honda having the chew of a barrier. JT there, hitting the barrier hard on the medium tyres. So Liam there trying to pull away McEwen on the soft tyres. Now Graham in the... Oh, Group's got up. Group's got up a position. Group's moved up a position. Similar tyres, very same tyres, mediums. And Evil Dragon also on the mediums. We've got JW on the mediums. Sid is on the mediums. We've got the Dash on mediums. We've got Gaz Monkey on hards. That's a tough job there. It's a tough journey for the Volvo driver, ladies and gents, as Jokerman pulls off a move also on the hard tyres. Jokerman, Gaz and Stam Bingo on the hards, and also the original Jaunt on hard tyres, and unfortunately for JT on those medium tyres. So there we go. We got McEwen leading the way, 1.5 seconds as the Mondeo trying to stay out of Group's reach. And the Vectra team really do want to take everything this season. They're already leading the Constructors' Championship, and they're starting race 4 of this series in great form, ladies and gentlemen. Get down the bookies, get down Corals or Labrooks, put a cheeky tenner on them. Evil Dragon then, 4th in the other Mondeo, and then we've got the Dash fending off JW on board alongside JW. Why am I using my controller? My word. So on board with JW as we head around this tough track in France, the Saint Croix track here, and it's a tough fight we're having here between JW in the Volvo and Dash in his Peugeot. And as you can see, the grip levels are not super great out there. So in the lead, we've got McEwen out there. We're ahead of Graham and Groot trying to close in on the Mondeo. Evil Dragon in 4th. We've got the Dash in 5th, being chased by the Volvo. The Volvo having a sniff. Oh my word, the Volvo wasting no time under braking against the Peugeot, and the Dash is in the cooker, ladies and gentlemen. He is being fried by the JW, and JW, he cannot linger, he cannot hang around because he has got a CLD or SID, sexual community liaison dictator, maybe. But Sid, anyway, whatever you want to call him, he is strong in 6th at the moment. He's moved through ahead of JW. JW losing the... where am I? There. JW seeming to lose the Volvo underneath him a little bit there, and losing position to the Renault. The Renault now chasing. Now the other Renault is really looming large. And it looks like... oh, no, where is he? JW is in 7th. He's under threat there from Jokerman. Jokerman looming large on those hard tyres. There is no tyre wear, so Jokerman just absolutely slinging his Renault around with no care whatsoever about grip. He must have slammed up the aero, ladies and gents. Getting a tow at the moment now. The tyres won't matter down the straight. But in the corners, JW should have a small chance of staying ahead of the grip levels, but Jokerman at the moment driving like a man possessed in the Renault on those hard tyres, 8th in the grid at the moment. That is super stuff, and giving the Volvo driver a lot to think about. At the moment, nothing's changed at the top with McEwen, Graham and Groot all in the same positions. We're seeing Jokerman in the second Renault at the moment, really trying to burst through. The other Renault is giving Dash a lot to think about at the moment. And Dash trying to fend off from Sklid as he is looking at the inside. Is he going to try and do a late break? Nothing happening there for him at the moment, and St. Dash at the moment is just keeping it between the lines there and giving nothing away, and all Sid can do is follow. Again, having another sniff and a whiff up the inside, and these guys all slowing each other down, leaving the top 4 to just break away, ladies and gents. McEwen, though, not disappearing on those soft tyres like you would expect. Graham living with it. Crazy things, ladies and gents. Oh, Stambingo has gone. Groot then in third place, and that is a hit to the Vectra team. So Groot then in third. He does look a lot closer. He'll be getting some sort of tow. There you go. He's really closing in now. And he must have got a great drive out of that corner, but it's down here into the brakes where it matters. And does he? No, he does not. He hangs back, and it's probably for the best. It's a tough corner to take a move on. They both slide out to the barrier. You'll end up crushing your opponent. But Graham, this is giving McEwen an absolute blast, ladies and gentlemen. A free rein here in race 4 to pull out away as Graham tries to break the toe on the Groot, and the Groot comes through, says, I don't need your blooming toe, sir. You keep your toe. I'm doing it through mad skills here. I'm digging deep, ladies and gents. No, Graham sees him off, and it's a great manoeuvre from the Graham. He is the show a carrot and close the door trick. Let Groot think he's got the move done, and then just slide across and say, nah, not really. So Graham at the moment, but it is costing Graham a handful of time fighting with the Groot, and this is great. It's great whatever way for the Nissan team, because it's giving McEwen the chance to pull out a lead, and Groot's got every chance of getting second place here at the moment. He seems to have the pace on Graham at this point in the race, and Graham again trying to pull over, not to give Groot the toe down here, and to keep that inside line. Very close there through our two sim right racers. The pilots on these vehicles, ladies and gentlemen, were so close then. And Groot again having a little sniff and a whiff. Oh, a little contact there, and Groot's getting his elbows out now. He says, no more Mr. Nice Guy, you're protecting every apex, so I've got to come through, and I've got to come through in a brutish way. And that is what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to see some door-to-door racing here in this touring car replica season. Beautiful stuff as Groot all over the rear derriere of the Mondeo. The Mondeo slips a little bit there. Excuse me. I think Groot had to back out. Groot had to back out to avoid a collision, and Graham catching a march, catching a break. Just for once on this lap. I know there's other people racing. Evil Dragon closing in on these guys. And then, the Renault did get past the dash. I do apologise. So the Renault is up and into 5th place now. Sid on his way to that battle up for the podium. There is only halfway through the race. There is plenty to go. The dash then in 6th with Joker, who gets the Renault up to 7th. But now JW fancies the race as Gaz Monkey joins in as well on those hard tyres. So Joker Man, JW going for the move up the inside, and he claims, ladies and gentlemen, he claims the position. JW, he is on the medium tyres, but man alive, he had to use a pair of cojones to get that move done. Joker Man then all up in the rear. He's a sandwich. He's a Volvo sandwich, ladies and gents. There's worse things to be, I know. And the Renault goes for a move again on the inside of JW. JW fends it off, and absolutely superb. And now Gaz Monkey is on the attack of the Renault, and Jokerman is finding he's got a handful of Volvo all there. And that's Jokerman then slipping down after trying to make a bold move on JW. The other Volvo, it gave his teammate Gaz Monkey a chance to get up the inside of Jokerman. Now Jokerman is looking at the wrong Volvo. Oh, but it looks like Gaz having a tap of the wall there, and that should give Jokerman a run on him into the first corner, possibly into the braking zone. No, the Volvo drivers have got it seen off. And this is great for JW. JW under a bit of pressure earlier from the Renault driver, and now his teammate taking some of that pressure off of him, holding up Jokerman just enough to give JW a march on him. And there we go, the Renault up the inside, and he dealt it like he meant it. And Gaz Monkey getting Gaz Monkey getting a better drive out of the corner, coming alongside. And again, though, Jokerman is on he's claimed the apex side of the road, so it's going to be tough for Gaz Monkey to get up and past him. Beautiful racing, ladies and gents. Beautiful racing here between Jokerman and Gaz. I turned him into a Pokemon then, didn't I? Jokerman. And JW pulling away from that fight. Right, further down. Puppy power. The original Jaunt then. He's cruising, ladies and gentlemen, in the Vectra, picking up points. 10th place, you can't go wrong. And JTU, we saw having his earlier issues. Now he's he looks like he's about holding ground with original Jaunt. He's doing 25s, and I think that's what original Jaunt was doing as well. 25s, yeah. So these guys just cancelling each other out at the moment. McEwen, 7-second lead now. Can somebody please stop this man? E. Graham moving himself ahead of the Groot, and now Groot might find that he's got an evil dragon lurking behind. Sid in the Renault trying to close in as well. 2.9 seconds behind. He did a 21.5 last time out. Evil Dragon at 22.2 and Groot at 22.7. Ooh, it looks like they were heading towards the barrier, and Evil Dragon using the track and then some, ladies and gents. Using the track and then a little bit more. Great driving, great control off the road. And we've got the Sid then. He's closing in, and he's going to be closing in even faster after that stunt by the Dragon. The Dash. Is he got something to worry about from JW? Dash last time around getting a 2:23.4. JW going at 22.3. Ladies and gents, watch this space as JW comes to life. Gaz Monkey still battling it out with the Jokerman. This is the hard battle, ladies and gentlemen. These are the hard tyres. These guys have opted to go to the hard tyre in the first round. Well, it's the fourth round, but you know, it's the first race of the evening. And Jokerman then and Gaz having an absolute... Oh, keep pressing the wrong button. Gaz having an absolute blast out there. Let's have a look if we can get some of that juicy action from in-car, ladies and gentlemen. McEwen still leads from Graham, and Groot is in third. We're on lap 6 of 8. It is coming to the end of the race. Oh, Gaz looked like he was just going to send that one. And that was some beautiful stuff. Again, this barrier that has taken many a soul, and these guys are au fait with it. They're all right. They know what they're doing. They may have done this a couple of times. In Gaz Monkey's Volvo right now, sitting in 9th place, chasing down Jokerman. Trying to get in his mindset. We've got a little tow. The next couple of corners aren't great for overtakes. Really want to get in one of those right-angled situations. Get a good drive out of that. Get back more tow. Try and close in on Jokerman, but Jokerman seems to have got a good drive there. And now we're coming into the braking zone. This is where we can make some difference. Well, not this one. But just coming up here, we can make a bit of a difference. Get a good drive out of this first part of the corner and chase him through the wiggle. Beautiful stuff there, Gaz Monkey. Absolutely perfection. Getting out of the corner, and we are so much closer now. And it is game on here in 9th place, chasing down Jokerman. The Renault ahead is there to be had. These guys have no grip. They're both on the hard tyre, with original John behind them also on the hard tyre. And Gaz Monkey, he's looking like he's set to make a move. Oh, I think JW was ahead of him. Again, another straight here for Gaz Monkey. Can he close in on Jokerman? The Renault ahead. These two have been having an all-long race battle. It's been absolutely superb for us to view. Oh no, Jokerman going a little wide there. Gaz Monkey closing up again. Gaz Monkey really is set to make the move in the chat. We got 50 Tyson say, hey, Gran Turismo. Yeah, man. A bit of GT7 action slapped with a little bit of BTCC 98 livery. It's beautiful. Group 4 Atenzas. And at the moment, Gaz Monkey is set in chase. I want to cut away. I want to have a look at what all of the pilots are doing. This is an absolute on the edge of your seat fight at the moment, but I think, oh no, again, oh, big mistake. It's that barrier I told you about, ladies and gentlemen, and it is over. It is done, Johnny. Gaz Monkey is through and ahead of Jokerman. Now Jokerman's got a lap and a half to try and come back from that one. Now let's have a look then. McEwen 9 seconds in the lead, ladies and gentlemen, in his Nissan Primera, and he is absolutely obliterating the field, but he is on the racing soft tyre. Then we've got Graham under threat from the Groot. The Groot is in and wants some action. And we thought that Graham had seen him off, ladies and gentlemen, earlier in the race, but Groot obviously saving it for latter on. And now latter on is here, and the Groot is awake. He is on the move. He is trying to get a 1-2 for the Nissan team. And Graham is his obstacle. He is the thing that stands in his way from a all-perfect finish for the Nissan team. And the Mondeo is the fly in his little ointment. Evil Dragon not too far away, but the Sid has closed in 2.7 seconds the last time we popped in to see how they were doing, and now he is 8/10 behind the Dragon, and the Dragon going into the final lap could be in a little bit of trouble. Graham then at the moment is the final lap. He's just got to see the Nissan off for one more rotation of the track. And the Groot knows this. The Groot knows he's going to be extra defensive. He's going to have to sell him a dummy. Evil Dragon then doesn't look like he's going to be able to close in on the podium battle, and his mind is more about the Renault that is closing in hot and fast again. These two battling. No, not him. I am all over the place with my buttons. I'm not used to using my keyboard that often, you know. So the Graham then in the Mondeo, just about staying ahead of the Groot, and it is a tough contest here for the podium, ladies and gents, and Nissan would love nothing more than having both their drivers up on top step and second step, but Graham looks to be the man to ruin their day in the Mondeo. Great driving so far from the Graham. I think he is the championship leader as he makes his way around, and Groot, it looks like all of his wind has been huffed and puffed, ladies and gents. It doesn't look like he has any more to go at the Mondeo. Evil Dragon holding on that fourth. Sid is closing in, but he's running out of time and track length. Then we've got the Dash in sixth. He's relatively safe, but JW has been slowly chipping away at him and closing in. So if Dash is to make a mistake, the JW there in seventh is there to pick it up. Gaz Monkey in eighth ahead of Jokerman. Jokerman is trying to make a bit of it at the end here. Original Jaunt in 10th ahead of JT in 11th, who had that first lap spin. So the battle here, but it's no battle at all. Groot really has fallen off, and the battle now is about fourth and fifth, ladies and gentlemen, with the Sid in the motion picture now. He is really putting himself on the Evil Dragon, and is the Evil Dragon going to lose that position after holding it for the whole race? They look like they're both out of control. Evil Dragon's hit the wall, and I don't know if Sid's backing off. No, they're going side by side down the road, and maybe McEwen's won. Sorry, Graham's coming across the line now for that second place. And the Groot gets third podium. Great stuff. Now we've got Evil Dragon and Sid coming home side by side, and it's Evil Dragon. I think STLD stayed behind. The Dash then does survive against the Volvo and brings the Peugeot home in sixth, with JW in seventh in the Volvo, and Gaz Monkey for points for the Volvo. Jokerman in ninth, but he's used the hard tyres this round, this meeting, as the Original Jaunt comes home as well, and Gaz Monkey also has used those hard tyres. These three drivers have used their hard tyres for round one, or round four. God, I'll get there, don't you worry. And JT then bringing it around, and whoa, wowzers! Yeah, I always love a bit of a spin. For me, there is nothing better than seeing a car facing the other way. It means action has happened. And that is the hot brew, ladies and gentlemen, done and dusted. We are done with the hot brew. It was lush. So JT brings it home in the Honda. Nice. He must have heard I like a spin. And that's that. Right then, let's have a quick look at those results. And see, or no, we won't. We'll see our victor celebrating pole position, clean race, and the win. Ladies and gentlemen, be upstanding for our championship leader, McEwen. Right, this is how it all finished then. McEwen took the win and the fastest lap ahead of the Graham. I mean, McEwen was on the soft tyres. That's it. He can't use soft tyres for the rest of this season. Graham then takes second place ahead of the Groot in third. Great top three, ladies and gentlemen, for the Nissans and the Mondeos. Evil Dragon somehow held on to that fourth, but I think it's because of a slight collision. And I think SCLD just stayed behind just to make sure the stewards didn't do it to him. The Dash in sixth with JW in seventh and Gaz Monkey in eighth. Ninth is Jokerman and Gaz Monkey. What an absolute brilliant race them guys had. Original Jaunt in 10th. He's also used those hard tyres. We won't see him on hard tyres this meeting. JT in 11th and Stambingo is his Vectra destroyed itself. The whole head blew, ladies and gents. Let's all calm down. That was fun. That was fun with a capital PH, ladies and gentlemen. No denying. We get to do that twice over. And Tyson saying it's intense. Thank you, man. It's great racing they do display here at Full Throttle Racing. Vodacrop saying, sorry I'm late. I guess I missed all the action then, eh? Well, you're lucky, Mr. Rob. There is another two of those to come. So these guys are just psyching each other out at the moment. We are starting on the 40, ladies and gents. If you look at your clock, that means 8 minutes. They have 8 minutes to prepare themselves. Maybe, I don't know if they can alter the aeros or the set. I suppose they could. They can. There's nothing in the rules I've read that they can't alter between races, because you know. You think when you go for the hards, would they just put all of the aero package on and just get it full on downforce just for a bit of grip? Or would you be better just stripping it off and just doing the max thing in the corners, just clinging on for dear life? Who knows? Right. We don't want that on. Every time it comes on. It's so weird. Here we go then. Now, I don't know, sometimes there's psych outs, ladies and gentlemen. We can't always believe what we see. So sexual client legacy dancer, sex cult latex dancer. That's it, we got there. I told you we'd get there in the end. We'd work out what SCLD stood for. What did I just say? See, it just comes out and I don't pay attention to myself. Sex cult latex dancer. Yeah, come on, sex cult latex dancer. We are going all the way to the podium. JT, sorry, it's horrible. He's going to be asking for Sid back. JT then, he's having a discussion with his team manager at the moment. He's trying to work out what is wrong with the Honda. It might have a loose nut behind the wheel, possibly. Which wheel? It's for you to decide. Groot. Oh, Groot on his podium and he didn't get to hit anyone. Nah, I'm joking. It's because he hit his teammate in the first meeting, ladies and gents. So that's all. I jest. It's the one car you don't want to hit on track, and Groot aimed straight for him, pulled the trigger without even a thought. So Groot sitting behind the wheel there, we can see in his pink visor, psyching himself up. He is probably listening to a bit of Pantera in his AirPods. Or Taylor. It's either Taylor or Pantera. You can go either way with our boy Groot. He's imagining the track. He's imagining the lines. He sees the lines, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't need the HUD. they come to him anyway. And Vodkarov saying, I'm a loosen up behind the wheel. There you go. Oh no, is Sam Bingo not coming back? I can't remember his name. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but is the other Warthog coming in? So Evil Dragon trying on the hard boots, see what they feel like, see if he fancies them, see if they're worth a run in the middle race. I mean, it's the he'll be starting 4th. So starting 4th, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because you can't. You have to mix it up. Where did he try his hards last? If I can work out what the chart means, we'll be golden. Let me see my photos. Let's have a look at this tyre chart, see if I understand it. I don't even know who Evil Dragon is, for heaven's sakes. Is he Ellis? I promise you. Oh, Graham's used a set of softs. I can tell you that, because I know who he is. I promise you, next round, I will write down their proper names / what their username, who we are talking about. Okay, so do you know what? Bless him. And Dash earlier today was like, "Have you got everything you need? Are you okay? Do you need help?" And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm all right. I'll just, anything I need to know, I've got all screenshots of. Yeah, thank you anyway. Bless you. And then obviously we get to the stream and I'm like, I don't know who anyone is. I should have asked for a cheat sheet. And Dash putting up in the chat at the moment, saying, don't forget, you've got to use hards for at least one of the races this evening. So, and we've already had 3 of our pilots use their hard tyres. Mantis, the ostrich is everywhere. Yeah, bro. Spreading the words. Emu was God. Rod was not. So, emu. It's not even an ostrich. Was emu? No, because emus are emus, aren't they? Jeez, he didn't even bother naming that bloody bird. He just called it an emu. I thought his name was emu and it was an ostrich, but come to think of it, it was just an emu. At least Orville had a name, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just an owl, a green, wacky looking owl. So Joker Man, he's trying out a set of mediums at the moment. Evil Dragon on a set of hard boots. With the Gaz Monkey, he's used his hard boots, remember? So he's going for a set of mediums. The original Jaunt, I believe, has used the hard tyre so far this meeting in round 4. And as we head into round 5 and 6, I'm sure he can use his medium tyres. Now, as he's standing in for another pilot, I'm not sure if he can't really use the soft tyre, because if that means he uses the soft tyre, does that mean, I suppose, it's a team thing? The team has used the soft tyre, not the pilot. So I'm guessing if the original Jaunt, as a stand-in, probably doesn't want to use the soft tyre to take it away from the driver that couldn't make it this evening. Joker Man then, serious business for him. He's going to be starting quite down the field, isn't he? Like 8th or 9th. So on a medium set of tyres, he's going to have some hard runners ahead of him, remember. Evil Dragon, I think, starting 4th, is looking like he's going to start on the hards. Lots of mediums here. I think we're going to have a final race of hard tyres. The Groot is getting out the softs, ladies and gentlemen. The Groot is thrown down the glove. And he says, smell my butt, ladies and gents. I am just about to head into the distance. Mantis in the chat saying, shame you weren't covering the F1 URL races. I've designed mine and Cis Jordan 298 livery. The ostrich is on there with the addition of a goldfish with Sai. Well, I'll be keeping an eye out for Slowpoke's stream then. I'll be keeping a very close eye out at what you've got, ladies and gents. Mantis, I appreciate you, and yeah, I'll be tuning in. I'm covering some deltas, man. They look absolutely crazy. I can't wait. So the group then, aims for a win in the second race. And then I suppose he'll be starting from back for the third race, and he'll probably opt for a hard tyre. Now remember, we're going on the 4-0, ladies and gentlemen, and I am here to tell you we are at the 4-0 now. Let's have a look then. Dash looks like he's got a medium set. JW looks like he's going for mediums. We'll just find out ourselves when we see him on the grid. Oh, that's on. That's good. Okay, so McEwen, mediums. Graham, mediums. Groot, softs. Hards for the Dragon. Sid's on hards. Dash is mediums. JW's on mediums. Mediums. The lights are on, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to race. Round 5 on its way, ladies and gentlemen. McEwen off to a great start, but the Graham slices across the track to try and cut off the Groot. He knows the Groot on those soft tyres, but still they need a corner or two to get up to temperature, and Groot goes for an early lunge on Graham as Graham found the car a little slippery, and Evil Dragon on those hard tyres now attacking his teammate. That was not part of the and now we've got the Mondeo and the Renault going up against each other on the hard tyres as well. Sid and Evil Dragon on those hard tyres right in the mid-pack is going to keep it juicy, ladies and gents, as Dash tries to get his Peugeot around the outside of the gripless cars. And Sid there try and keep it ahead of the Mondeo, and these cars must be sliding around all over the show, and the Renault going a little wide there, gets in before that killer barrier, ladies and gents, the barrier of all barriers. And now the field is all together. Groot leads against his teammate, and his teammate on the medium tyres. Oh, it's a shame they didn't plan that better, because if McEwen went on those hards, he could have really rear-gunned this one for Groot and held up the field. Graham, though, it's going to be a tough one for him to get past McEwen, but he's going to be looking for any way he can. Sex Cult Latex Dancer is in 4th place at the moment, and Evil Dragon has made the move, and Evil Dragon then gets on through ahead of SCLD. And Evil Dragon on those hard tyres, as is Sid. I can't say sex, I can't remember it enough. Sex Cult Latex Dancer. JW then in 6th place in the Volvo. Remember, oh, look at this behind here. We got a 4 wide. Wowzers. All of the cars taking up all of the track. It is beautiful. JT up to 8th in the Honda, showing what he can do with a set of grippy tyres. And Jokerman just ahead of him, trying to get on with JW. Gaz Monkey on the mediums, seeming to do worse than he was on the hards. And he's got Dash. Dash looked sideways then. He's still there though. Where's my 10 button? There, Dash. And do they work? Why am I asking you guys? And the Original Jaunt in that action as well. Beautiful stuff. Original Jaunt then going up ahead of the Dash. The Dash, he was on the hard tyre. No, he's on the medium tyres, slipping down the field. And the Original Jaunt then going up against Dash and JT. JT slipping to the back as these three fight it out at the back. Groot leads from McEwen. Graham is in 3rd. There's a jostling, ladies and gentlemen. There's a jostling around. Evil Dragon is 4th with those hard tyres. He has got Sex Cult Latex Dancer right up his rear derriere, and Sex Cult really wants to get by now. He is looking any way he can. Unbelievable stuff, and he's got his teammate Jokerman right up his rear derriere, and Jokerman will not want to hang about. He's boxed in, ladies and gents. He's trying to go 3 wide on the bridge, and he's a very brave man because he could get railed. He could get railed there by the Mondeo. The Mondeo giving him just enough space to eke through. Now in the corner, it's going to cost him. We've got a Renault block out on the Mondeo there, and now Jokerman easing his way ahead of the Sex Cult. No, SCLD. No, Sid. Sorry, Sid. It's not fair. It's not even your name. I will work it out. Sex Cult still in 4th on those hard tyres, with Jokerman in 5th place, all up in his rear dairy air and wants to get by. Evil Dragon on the hard tyres as Gaz Monkey comes in hard and fast. JW up against the... He's not against Dash, is he? Oh, it's Original John. Original John is really getting through now, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see... Oh, mama! That's a close one there. JW giving a little bit of space, just about, for the American to survive. Dash closing in on that fight as he dices with JT there in 10th and 11th. Oh, I thought JT had dropped it like it was hot then. And here we go. We've got a real mangle of race cars all coming together in one place. The 2 Volvos, the Renault and the Vectra, all there. Vauxhall, the Original John. Let's get on board with Original John as we watch the Volvos tussle with the Renault. And that's is that, oh, I can't remember, is that Jokerman? Ooh, lacking of grip there. 2 of the cars off as the Dash sneaks a sly one up the inside of us. And Original John down to 10th now as Gaz Monkey in 9th. We've got the Dash now moving up into 10th. We've got Sex Cult in 7th with JW ahead of him in 6th. This race is absolutely pumping. Evil Dragon still in 5th with those hard tyres. He's only lost to 1 position to Jokerman, and Jokerman now 4 seconds adrift, and Graham's got through. Oh, we didn't. We took our eyes off the ball up at the front, ladies and gentlemen. We thought it was simple. Simon is all done, but no, Graham getting the move done, getting ahead of the championship leader. Is he? Didn't I say Graham was leading the championship? Whatever way it is, these two are in the fight for the championship, I'm sure. And the group there on the soft tyres trying to leave the scene, trying to get away from the crime scene. So Graham then in 2nd, and he's only 6/10 ahead of our man McEwen. Jokerman in 4th. We've got all sorts of dice in here. 5th there, and then we've got JW going up against Jokerman. Was it? No, Sid. Where's... Oh, Jokerman's 4th. Sorry, I'm getting myself confused, ladies and gents. It's the Volvos, and Dash now has joined the arena. He's entered the chat as he tries to get a move done on Sex Cult, but Sex Cult holds his line. No, the Dash just ahead. Saint Dash getting the move done, and Sid is around the outside. He can't maintain, and now JW sees a space, he sees a gap, and I think someone's a little off. No, they were just kicking up some stones ahead of us. So now the Dash is up and into 6th place with Sid down in 7th. He's got JW all up and around his rear derriere, and JW wants to get by, needs to get by, yearns to get by. They got the Original John in 9th place, coming in with Gaz Monkey in 10th, and it is a hustle and a bustle mid-pack. Graham still ahead as we see the Dash there under threat from Original John. Original John, Sex Cult in there. Oh no, sorry for that cough. I can't. It slipped out. It's so much to talk. I'm trying to. If these guys raced a bit more boring, I could stop now and again and mute the mic and have a little coughing session, but I can't. So you just have to put it with live mic coughing. So JW then, oh, it's tight there. Evil Dragon just ahead of these guys on those hard tyres. We're on lap 4 already as JW tries to nail the move on the Dash. The Dash is wide, and Sex Cult is coming through. Sex Cult up ahead of Saint Dash now with JW in 6th. We've got Evil Dragon in 5th. We've got Jokerman there in 4th. Evil Dragon, he's having a safe ride on those hard tyres with all this battleage going on behind him. But JW there in 6th. We've got the Sid in 7th. Sid's come off that corner really quick. He's come off that really quick. He's going to go for a move on the Volvo. And it looks like Evil Dragon going slow ahead of him, but I don't think he is. It's just the way it looks. So Sid then goes up ahead of JW, cuts it off lovely, and now claims the spot. So Sex Cult Latex Dancer up to 6th. I think Elton John wrote a song about him. Hold me close, Sex Cult Latex Dancer. Group still leads, ladies and gents. He's fine. He's 3.5 seconds in the lead. He's having a great time. We've got Graham and McEwen absolutely going through it. They're going through the ringer, ladies and gents. They are pushing each other to the other side. It's a fight of the titans. It's a duel of the fates, ladies and gentlemen. It is an absolute rip-roaring race. But unfortunately for them, we've got an absolute huge race down here with 5 cars, 6 cars, 7 cars. So we're missing the actual clash of the titans through the big rowdy squabble in mid-pack. The football yobs have been released. Look at them going. How can they race this close with this many cars and not cause a scene? So Sex Cult Latex Dancer there at the moment, just ahead. Oh, Evil Dragon slipping down. I've noticed. Evil Dragon, someone was sideways there. I didn't even see. My brain cannot register all of this stimulus all at once. St. Dash, we're going to have to put a warning ticket on this. We're going to have to start warning people before we start. So, hold me close, Sex Cult Latex Dancer is in 5th place with Evil Dragon in 6th, but JW has something to say about that. E. Graham is still under threat. He is still under threat. We're on lap 5 of 8, and it has been non-stop betwixt the first, for the second and third throughout this race. They are having an absolute blinder, ladies and gents. Do not get me wrong, but here we go, and we have an absolute crazy race here. JW trying to fight his way through. Evil Dragon has done so well to stay ahead of the pack for so long, but it now looks like the pack is here to gobble him up as JW then tries to get a move over the bridge. He's going to get a tow, and I told you at the end of the bridge is not the place to make a move. The Dash, St. Dash in 8th place, all in amongst it with these guys. Original Jaunt staying with the pack, and Gaz Monkey there in 10th, and I'm telling you, Gaz Monkey did better on the hards. So JW all up and around the Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon, no grip in the corners, but somehow, some way is maintaining position ahead of JW, and he's got the Dash just behind him. And let's get on board with Original John in 9th place. E. Graham still ahead of McEwen, but they are at it, ladies and gents, as we are on lap 5 here of this crazy absolute, and it looks like the grip ran out for Evil Dragon there. It looks like the grip certainly run out for our boy Evil Dragon and Original John. Then moving up as the cars are wiggling around, and the Volvo is sideways, and it is all here, there and everywhere. Sex Cult Latex Dancer is up in 5th. He's moving away from him. Original John coming through the pack into 6th place, but Evil Dragon is still there to place his mark in this race, and 6th place he's fighting for with the Original John. The Original Jaunt. Oh, again, wild Evil Dragon's rear end being wild. The Gaz is not out of this one. It looked like he was having a poor race, and he saved it to the end, and he's come through surging, and JW is the man who's been shuffled back as JT gets to view it all in 11th place in all its might. Now Graham has moved away. Graham has moved away in 2nd place. He has built himself up a buffer, ladies and gents. He has a little bit of wiggle room. So, yeah, Graham now, it's looking safer for him. Jokerman's having an absolute pleasurable drive in 4th place, having no stress whatsoever. And Sex Cult Latex Dancer at the moment 5th, ahead of Evil Dragon in 6th. The Dash, St. Dash in 7th, and then we have a storm brewing, ladies. Oh, the Dash has got a wiggle on. He's got a loose back end, ladies and gentlemen. His back end has looseness, and the Original Jaunt and both Volvos and the Honda all want to get past. And Dash there, oh, I thought he had a meeting with the barrier there. I think he just about missed it, just about missed the barrier, and the Original Jaunt stuck up behind him because he's got a Volvo the other side of him. He can't make a move at the moment, and he's just got to hope that he's wide. He's had a little clip with the barrier, and I think that's given JW the position. JW moves up ahead of the Vectra, and the Vectra is there for easy pickings off of Gaz Monkey as Gaz Monkey closes in. Ladies and gents, this is a race of the ages. Groot easily leading. He's on a set of soft tyres. He's used them for the season, and now he is rocking on the way home. E. Graham has left McEwen behind. Unbelievable race winner from race 1 is no threat to E. Graham, as we still have 2 laps to go though. Never count anything out. Jokerman in 4th. Then we have Sex Cult Latex Dancer ahead of Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon on those hard tyres, giving it his full beans, ladies and gentlemen. He filled the bag up with all of the beans, the coffee beans, the kidney beans, and any other the baked beans. So yeah, Evil Dragon giving it his all with those hard tyres. The original John standing in and standing out, ladies and gents. His Apache heritage coming through to the fore. And yeah, he's taken some scalps. Gaz is in 8th in the Volvo. Oh, what's going on here? Evil Dragon just got burned by... No, he's having a look at Sex Cult. He's going for a move on the Sex Cult there. Original John's gone sideways in the corner. He's lost the position to Gaz Monkey. Gaz Monkey is up and into 7th for Original John. Down into 8th as the Dash is trying to clamber back into this race. JT is ahead of JW. JW's had a nightmare. JW's had a nightmare and he's going up against the JT, and the JT seemed to move over for him. He said, "That's too rich for my blood, sir. I'll come back here along the straight." Then we got Groot leading. E. Graham a nice space, and McEwen looks to be getting caught by Jokerman. Jokerman a 2:20.8 last time around. McEwen 21.8, nearly a 1 second slower than the man chasing him. Can he survive? Sex Cult Latex Dancer there, as is the leader of a little pack here. Evil Dragon 6th in hards. Gaz in 7th. The Volvo looking for an opportune moment against the Mondeo. It's looked one way, now it's looking the other way. The Mondeo closes him off. He says, "No sir, thou shalt not pass us here." So Gaz Monkey looking racy as Evil Dragon goes a little wide. He goes a little wide, has a little rub with the barrier, and Gaz Monkey pulls alongside of him, and it's Gaz Monkey up to 6th place now in the Volvo, as the Mondeo slipping down the field on those hard tyres, to be expected. But Evil Dragon done such a good job keeping it in 4th for a majority of the race. Now Evil Dragon is waiting for a moment to get back against the Gaz Monkey, but Gaz Monkey has him seen off as Sex Cult has made a mistake. Sex Cult has made an error, and now they're all up in the rear derriere of the Latex Dancer. Ladies and gentlemen, be upstanding as Gaz Monkey tries to straddle Sex Cult. He's up alongside him. They're going drag racing, ladies and gentlemen. It's about the brakes. And Sex Cult Latex Dancer gets ahead, but Gaz Monkey goes for a slingshot out of the final corner, and Gaz Monkey gets the slingshot. He's up alongside, now he's ahead, and Gaz Monkey then up and into 5th place. Look how it changes, look how it changes. Gaz Monkey was virtually last a couple of laps ago, as Sex Cult then under threat from Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon slipped one through. He slipped a sneaky one up the inside, and the original Jaunt fancies the same. And Sex Cult Latex Dancer is in trouble here, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the hard tyres. I didn't even notice. Sorry, guys. Oh, Groot's there on his final lap. He is making plans, ladies and gentlemen. Making plans for Nigel. As E. Graham there, a nice spacage between himself and McEwen. And Jokerman is not giving up on this race in any such way whatsoever. He is going all the way to the flag, and McEwen is gonna have to race him. He's gonna have to race him as he has a little dice with the barrier. And Jokerman, now here we go, look at this. The Volvo Gaz Monkey ahead of the 2 hard runners here. And Sex Cult's just got his nose ahead, but Evil Dragon fancies his chances up the inside here, as the original John also wants to go through. And at the moment, it's Sex Cult that stays ahead of Evil Dragon, and original John still looking for a scalp as the 2 hard runners go out to the barrier, and still the original John still can't get the move done. Groot, where is he? He's still away. Yeah, no, we will stick with it. Sorry, any racing that may happen, we're just going to have to... I nearly missed McEwen crossing the line. The big moment, ladies and gents, what we call in the industry the money shot. As Groot then comes up to the final corner, and yes, Beautiful stuff then from the Nissan driver. A win. 2 Nissans winning. A great round for Nissan at the moment. Groot then takes the win. E. Graham grabs himself second place. Beautiful stuff as McEwen survives ahead of the Joker Man in fourth. Gaz Monkey brings it home way ahead of Sex Cult and Evil Dragon. So Gaz Monkey there got away from the fire, got away from the flames, and got himself a 5th place. Sex Cult looks like he's going to get that 6th place ahead of Evil Dragon. No, yeah, 7th Evil Dragon, 8th for the original John, 9th for Saint Dash. 10th is JT, just ahead of JW. Beautiful racing, ladies and gents. Groot is added to the winner's circle. What a fantastic race. That was unbelievable. It was non-stop all the way, ladies and gents. Absolutely fantastic stuff. So Groot there, winner of the second race. And man alive, have you ever seen a more toned hiney in your life? Wow. Usually through a race suit you can't see definition, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is true. What you are seeing there are buttocks. They are pure Groot buttocks. Shall we take a breath? Shall we take a breath after that? What can only be said as overstimulation, some people might say. You might have to take your children out of the room. This might be overstimulating for them. So Groot there is the winner, with Graham bringing it home in second, but it was no easy feat against the onslaught of McEwen. In fourth, Jokerman on the end there in the last 2 laps went on the full-on attack of McEwen and nearly had him, but just not quite. Fifth then, Gaz Monkey, who spent his whole race fighting with all of the other pilots. What a race we had, but Gaz Monkey in the end come through in fifth, with Sex Cult Latex Dancer coming home in 6th, with Evil Dragon in 7th, Original Jaunt in 8th. What a race for the stand-in. Not used to running with the crowd on a regular basis, stepping in last minute and holding his own. The Dash then come in 9th, St. Dash, and JT 10th. JW Talks M Sport come home in last, which is a shame because he was in that pack, wasn't he, ladies and gents? Right then, we are starting in 7 minutes. And ask me who's I think most of the field are using hard tyres. It's a guess because I have lost track. Oh, do you know what? Have they already changed it? Yeah, I haven't grabbed one replay. I've got to remember the replay. Got to remember the replay after this third race. Oh, they might share it for a thumbnail, obviously. Hey, Puss Puss, what do you want? Meow. I'm busy. Can't you see? Can't you see, Suki? I am busy. Suki. Right, back to the track. Let's get all our settings up to date. Oh, did we look at the results? We didn't. Shall we? We should. Stick to a format, that's what I say. So there you go. Groot took the win and the fastest lap on those soft tyres. Graham came home in second with the McEwen in third. Jokerman in fourth. Gaz Monkey is fifth. Sex Cult Latex Dancer, hold me close. Sex Cult Latex Dancer in sixth. Seventh for Evil Dragon. The Original John in 8th. Just because you sing it doesn't make it nicer, does it? You think, if I sing it, it doesn't sound as bad. Saint Dash, but that is a god-awful nickname to give someone. So Saint Dash in 9th, JT in 10th, and JW in 11th. That's how they finished. JW will be absolutely fuming. And so let's go and see how they are doing with their practicing, and maybe we'll get a bit of a heads up on what tyres they are thinking of using. So Evil Dragon out there, he's used his hard tyres in round 2 and he is hitting the track hard now with a set of mediums, and he's going to be starting right in the lot. Right, in the chat then, let's have a look. What have I missed out on? Mantis saying a few of us aren't involved with Hopper's Academy anymore. Oh no, either I'll still come watch the coverage as always. Still my favourite GT commentator. Oh, bless. Thank you, Mantis. Vodkrop saying my mum used to have a cat called Suki. Yeah, we were true blood fans in the early days when we got the cat. So it's called Suki. It was called Cookie when we took it over, and I said, I'm not standing in the back garden shouting Cookie. Here, Cookie. Give me your cookie. Come on, Cookie. Let's have a look at your cookie. It's not right. So we changed Cookie to Suki. That's why our cat's called Suki, after the person in True Blood, and so I don't have to say Cookie in the back garden. It was a Siamese. Oh, nice. So Evil Dragon then is out on the medium tyres. JW, that was just information you didn't need to know about my pussy, was it? My pussy is good. My pussy is clean. My pussy is self-cleaning, mother. So JW then in second, he's going with a set of hard tyres, and that would be because he hasn't used them yet. We're going to try and calm things down, you know. Things have been getting a little excited. I'm new to these guys. I don't want to scare them off straight away with the manicness and the craziness. I'm trying to keep a lid on it. So Sex Cult Latex Dancer probably wasn't the best move. Should have stuck to Sid. It's still not too late for them to ask me to leave. Oh, I'm going to have to get a Mantis. I want DM to find out what the hell, why the Academy was a good little gig, man. I was enjoying the Academy, and I think they're doing Max 5s next, so they're a good fun car, no? Who knows? Hey, I'll try not to get involved. Honestly, I am like the David Attenborough of racing leagues. I try and stay on the outside and not get involved in anything. I just try. You don't get involved with the subject. You just sit at the back and just let them do what they do, and you observe and write it down. So yeah, I don't get involved in the inner workings of these leagues that I cover. I just sit around the outside, silently watching. I'm a voyeur. I am a voyeur of sim racing. And McEwen has gone. Why? Did he have enough? He's still got 3 minutes, don't you worry. Maybe he needed a Jimmy Riddle. Maybe he didn't have a hard set of tyres available. So Evil Dragon at the moment is moving around the track with a set of medium tyres. And JW's out. Sorry, there was a gap there. I muted the mic because I was talking to my kid. He's cooking and it stunk. Oh, I asked him what it was because I thought he was cooking fish, and it's egg. And now I'm off egg for the rest of my life because it shouldn't smell like fish. So JW, he's going out on a hard. I think McEwen may have internet issues, possibly. I heard someone say something about Haggis. Excuse me, Haggis internet, Wi-Fi or something. This is going quite well. Sometimes we have issues on a Friday night, but so far everything seems to be tickety-boo out there. I think the only issues is the nutter hitting the buttons, because I've just hit all my buttons. It's just I'm not used to doing I haven't done lives for a while, except for I did one last week, and I was all over the place. I was just punching buttons on the keyboard without looking at what buttons they are. I try and have my fingers on them, and I obviously misplaced my fingers, so we'll do better. Honestly, we'll do better. So the Dash is in the pits on the mediums. Graham looks like he's got to use hards. Yeah. Sex Cult, he's used his hards, so he's on the mediums. Original Jaunt, he used his hards first race, so he's on the mediums. Gaz Monkey in the first race used his hards, so he's on a set of mediums. Joker Man, look at me. Look. Joker Man, he's on the mediums. JT is going to have to use a set of hards. And the group medium. So yeah, obviously if you use your softs, you don't have to use your hards. That's interesting. So JW there trying to get used to no grip around the French track, St. Croix. And it's been an absolutely cracking meeting, ladies and gentlemen. Rounds 4, 5 and 6 have giveth. They've giveth a lot. Remember the replay. One of them would have saved it. Maybe they'll share it. I'll get it. I'll get it, don't you worry. If not, we'll be getting a thumbnail from the race meeting before. So JW, shall we get on board with JW? Why not? Get on board with JW as he makes his way around St. Croix. He's trying to optimise the Volvo. And Liam is on his way back, ladies and gents. The McEwen effect will be back up and running. So back in there, we're in the Mondeo now. That's that barrier I told you about. It's not pretty, ladies and gents. It's not pretty. So yeah, they're just waiting for our boy McEwen to get back into the internet. Bad code, ladies and gents. Bad net code. Has found himself on the outs. The original John, who's all the way over the other side of the Atlantic, his internet can handle it. You watch someone will say, "Oh, McEwen's like Australian; he's further away." Oh. So the John, he's going to be looking. He's going to be looking for a good finish here, isn't he? I think he's done a fine job. The first race was tough, just getting into it, and he was on the hard tyre. The second race, he was in amongst the battlage. And this one, he's going to be starting not quite at the front, but nearly at the front. I think the front is going to be our boy, JW, who has to start on the hard tyres. That is unfortunate for him. And JT as well will be starting second, I believe. And then after that, it could be anyone's business because, man alive, they moved around so many times. I don't recall who finished on where. So Evil Dragon at the moment with the medium tyres. He used a hard tyre in that last race and he maintained fourth for the longest time. I really thought he was going to pull off fourth place, but the pack slowly but surely made their way to him and then swallowed him whole. I think the original John will be like in the top 4 or 5 in the next race starting. So yeah, and JW on the hard tyre, remember, and JT may have used the hard tyre. No, he's got the hard tyre on. So yeah, wow, this isn't bad for original John. He's got good pace. He's got the medium tyre. He's starting up at the sharp end. And the people starting ahead of him are starting on a slower tyre. So, yes, exciting and scary times for the original Jaunt at the moment. Mixed feelings as he makes his way around. A lot of pressure from the Vectra team. They're talking podiums. There really is whispers of podiums going about the paddock. They're looking quite bullish, are the Vectra boys, the Vauxhall guys. So, yeah, a lot of pressure on our substitute. Our stand-in. Evil Dragon at the moment, just seeing if reversing around the corner is any faster than going forward around it. It might be, you never know. Unless you try, unless you science things, then you're never going to know, are you? You're never going to actually know if by some miraculous thing, it might be a glitch where it just like jumps you straight to the start line. He might be looking for the cheat codes out there at the moment. There's loads of chat in the chat. Am I missing something? Maybe I should be in there, mixing it up with the big boys. No, I don't think it is. There is a bit of FTCC chat. Oh, someone put my stream in. Thank you, whoever did that. I won't tell you the names. I would get cancelled if I told you what their nicknames were. Someone forgot to do their setup. Oh, there's a lot of chat. You don't need to know all of that. and then the other one's URL. So that's all right. We're not missing anything important. We're just chillaxing, waiting for our boy McEwen. Watching Evil Dragon manoeuvre his way around St. Croix. Is this like doing it in reverse? He's doing reverse race, ladies and gents. He's doing the track in reverse. Literally. And you know what? I'm here for it. I'm watching it. I am entertained. I'm sorry if you're not. No one's making you watch. But this for me, look at the car control. Look at the car. He's gone near no barriers whatsoever. Not one barrier has been sniffed at by that Mondeo's rear derriere. So yeah, Evil Dragon at the moment. The manoeuvring is amazing. It's entertaining for us at least, isn't it? What it's like on board. There you go, look at that. That's the tracking backwards. He wants another reverse gear. He wants hyper reverse. It's not fast enough. It's painful down the straights though, isn't it? I bet he's regretting it now. He's regretting it as he revs out at 40 miles an hour. A little tweak. I wonder if he's driving like looking backwards or if he's trying to drive on the little screen on his dashboard and doing the reverse axis thing. Hi chat, how are you doing? It's Friday. Get your Jaegers out. Hey, our boy McEwen just entered the room. Get yourselves ready. It's just about to hit 100 degrees Fahrenheit, ladies and gentlemen. We are just about to take off in a upright position. I had to come out. The engine rev was doing my nutting. No one needs that, do they? There he goes. Beautiful stuff. I applaud you, Evil Dragon. We were entertained. Thank you. And then he hits a barrier going forward. What would you thunk it? Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? JW is up at the front on the hards. JT's on the hards. Then we've got Sync Dash on the softs. Original John on the mediums. Then we've got Evil Dragon on the mediums. Mediums for Sid. Then we've got Gaz Monkey on mediums. Joker Man on mediums. McEwen on hards and Scroots on something. Now we're racing. Now, come on then. Let's get it on. JW and JT going, oh no, someone didn't start. Someone wasn't ready. One of the Mondeos. It's not E. Graham, it's Evil Dragon, ladies and gentlemen. No, he's moving now. It wasn't. There he goes. Oh, he's left. Oh no, it looks like Evil Dragon timed out. Now, is it a red flag situation or are they racing? It looks like a red flag. There we go, ladies and gents. So they'll quit out and they will redo the race. Restart the race there as we get the cars just disappearing, and then there'll just be us on the grid. It'll be very weird. JT not reading the chat, and there he goes. Yes, it looks like either the internet did not. I think we've seen stuff like that before. Ooh, can I get a replay? I can at least get a bloody thumbnail out of that, I tell you, if I forget after the race. Yes, I think sometimes people think that now we have to wait for Evil. I reckon it was stuck in reverse. I think all that reversing busted his transmission. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, I think all that reversing for Evil Dragon busted up his transmission, so when they wanted to race, the car just didn't go anywhere. Didn't move. And I'm sure it won't take long, ladies and gentlemen. It's always a quick fare with these pro sim racers. They waste no time getting themselves logged in. The only thing that slows them down is the awful loading screen. In this day and age, we shouldn't have. The Gran Turismo makes us have. So, yeah, Sync Dash. Looks like he is heading out with a soft set of tyres. JW's on the hards. E. Graham's on the hards. Sex Cult Latex Dancer is on the mediums. JT starting on the hards. Groot starting on the mediums. Original Jaunt is on the mediums. Gaz Monkey is on the mediums. Joker Man on the mediums. And McEwen on the mediums. And all is left to reveal is Evil Dragon will be starting on a set of mediums. Also, I believe, as he's already used the hard tyre. It doesn't let you go in the car when they're in the pits. I thought you... And there we go. Evil Dragon has now entered the room. Ladies and gents, he's not going hards. Tell him he's on hards. Someone tell him he's on hards. No, no, don't start. No start. He's on hard tyres. He's on the wrong tyre. I don't want to write anything. Wrong tyre. Evil Dragon. Someone nudge him. Evil Dragon. Hey, there we go. Beautiful stuff. Now, ladies and gents, we are ready. We've lost everyone. Here we go. Evil Dragon then. Back out on track. All is good in the world again. The status has rebalanced itself. So, St. Dash now setting us up for another round 6. Round 6 just about to happen any second now, ladies and gentlemen. The final race here at St. Croix, and what an absolute banger of a pair of races we've had. There they go, they're on the grid. Remember, JW and JT starting on the hard tyres at the front, and behind them and they've got St. Dash in the Peugeot with a set of soft tyres on. This is going to get extra spicy, like a pack of knickknacks. Here we go then, and already the Dash trying to get a move between the two hard runners, and the Original John fancies a piece of this action as well, as Evil Dragon is there. He got off the line this time, and Sex Cult is making his way around the outside of the Mondeo, and too far outside the Mondeo. Now he's got a wiggly rear derriere, and he's come on right in front of his teammate having to make evasive actions to maneuver out of his way. And oh my word, 3 wide here at the rear derriere, and Sex Cult has found themselves down and out. Joker Man, the 2 Renaults, not good. Oh, we got a Volvo. We got a Volvo spinning around. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round. Oh, I pressed Z again. I was meant to get a replay. So JW has been spun. JT still holds on to the lead with those hard tyres. And my God, I saw a Mondeo heading towards a barrier there. No, maybe not. Maybe Evil Dragon. Oh, Joker Man facing the wrong way. All of the actions happening off camera. How? How can we keep missing all of this stuff? Here we go then. Oh yes, it was a Mondeo versus barrier, and then a Renault versus Mondeo. Unfortunate, unbelievable, and unreconcilable for Joker Man there. So the Original John is now in the lead. He's ahead of the JT. Gaz Monkey is up to 3rd. Where did the Dash go? Oh no, the Dash is down in 8th place with those soft tyres. There is still plenty of time to get something out of this race, but at the moment we've got the Vauxhall of the American standing out there in the front with the Honda of JT on the hard tyres just ahead of Gaz Monkey, and Gaz Monkey has been driving extraordinary here at St. Croix in this meeting, and he's going for a move around the outside against the hard tyred car. He's on the brakes, he's up the inside, he's got to get it. Oh, we've got a clash, a bash and an off. Unbelievable stuff there, and Gaz Monkey then tries to save the Volvo as half the field descends upon him. Unbelievable. Original John out there in the lead with McEwen now up and into 2nd. Unbelievable stuff as we've got Sex Cult, E. Graham and JT jostling. Where did McEwen come from? Unbelievable stuff. E. Graham as well moving back up to that end of the pack as Sid... I won't keep calling him, it's not fair. Liking that outside line. it seems. So Sid there in 4th place, going up against the mighty Graham, with Dash on those soft tyres, as we said, making his way through. Making his way in the world today, takes everything he's got. Original John then in 1st, McEwen in 2nd. He's hunting him down. He's hunting the American, with Sid in 3rd with those medium tyres on. We've got JT in 4th with the hards. He's had, oh no, Mondeos are having an absolute nightmare. Another Mondeo. I think it was the Graham hitting a barrier. Oh, and now we've got all sorts of stuff happening here with a Honda involved. Where is JT? Sorry, JT, I'm not picking on you. We just... my word. That's not JT. Oh, God, it wasn't JT. I've got on the wrong person. Yeah, that was close enough. Yeah, the Mondeos. Having a little bash. Not too bad. There's JW. He missing out. And there was the Honda just up ahead. We missed it. Oh, for God's sake. It's been shocking. My replay actions were shocking. I'm sorry. But yeah, JT having an absolute nightmare. Sorry, JT. McEwen leads. Oh my God. Original John down in 3rd. Sid has moved ahead. Sid has moved ahead of the original Jaunt, and Groot is in 4th. Groot, the winner of race 2, coming through from the rear derriere. Evil Dragon is in 5th with Graham there. Oh, Graham's on the hards. That might explain why the Mondeo is being such a nuisance in the corners. And then we've got Gaz Monkey in 7th. He was going great guns earlier. I think he got caught up in a Mondeo hitting the barrier. We've got the Dash on them soft tyres. That's not where he wants to be. He doesn't want to be in 8th. He wants to be in the front. All of the soft runners have won so far today. Is Dash going to break that trend? JT's left. Oh no, JW is in 9th place, being chased by Joker Man. McEwen, unbelievable drive at the moment. Sex Cult is in 2nd ahead of the original Jaunt. Vodkov saying, are they in same car, or is there a couple of mates? No, they're all in the Mazda Atenza. But they have some setups like the aero and the brake bias and stuff like that. So they've got them tuned to how they like them with what they can tune. McEwen there flying with SCLD in 2nd. The original John is all up in his rear derriere. He is looking for a close one there from the Renault driver. On board with original as he pulls up to the side. And this is a brave move to late break someone in. It's a tough corner. If you get it wrong, you're in the barrier. And at the moment, everything. Oh yeah, original. He couldn't commit any more than that, could he? He could not commit any more than he did in that corner. I think he would have had Sid off in the wall. So original doing a very good job of knowing when to push and when to hold back. Groot there in his Nissan, closing in on the leaders, with Evil Dragon fancying a piece as well, as Graham maintaining 6th at the moment with those hard tyres. We've got Gaz Monkey in 7th on his mediums. We've got the Dash on the soft, still in 8th place. This is not right. Joker Man in 9th. He's moved ahead of the Volvo of JW. He's also on the hard tyres, don't forget. And JT he bailed. So McEwen and Sid really hanging the Renault out there, and original all up and in his rear derriere, and Groot there. Don't count Groot out or Evil Dragon. Shall we get on board with the Evil Dragon for a little while, see how it looks like, see what it feels, sitting in 5th place, and Groot's going for a move on the American up the inside. It's not quite stuck, but the American stays within the confines of the track and holds position. And with that move, it has helped Evil Dragon there in the Mondeo, closing in. And now Groot having another look at the Vauxhall. and pulls himself up alongside as Evil Dragon sees if there's a gap in there. You won't fit in there, mate. You won't fit in there. Trust me. You'll fit in there. And there we go. Evil Dragon. Whoa! I think Original John had a little knock with the barrier. Bounced over there. He's still on the outside of us. He's given us the room. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful racing by our pilots there. And that was a tight one from Original John and the Evil Dragon. And Original John wants to come back up the inside. Going for a very bravey dice. No, he backs out of it. He's a wise man, is Original John there. And he's got E. Graham, but E. Graham's problems are bigger than that. He's got Gaz Monkey behind him, and Gaz Monkey on a faster set of tyres is going to be all around E. Graham's rear derriere. Evil Dragon then just making the move on the jaunt is going for Groot, and Groot does look like he's ailing at the moment. I don't know, Groot must have had a little knock with the barrier or a issue coming out of a corner, because Evil Dragon has just swallowed him right up. And the Original John as well. So that's cost Groot 2 positions, whatever it was that ailed him. McEwen leads from Sex Cult Latex Dancer, and the Renault driver closing in on McEwen last time around, 22.7 from McEwen. Now McEwen, he was absolutely dominating at Goodwood, and this round we have seen him have a win, and it looks like he's on his way to another win, but he doesn't look as confident around this track as he did at Goodwood. Wowzers, what's going on here? Evil Dragon just ahead of the Groot, and the Original John has fallen really behind now. Ian Graham's moved up, and Gaz Monkey in this action. Crazy stuff. So Evil Dragon third at the moment, but the Groot is getting a lovely tow from him, as is E. Graham. 3 wide here with the Mondeos and the Nissans. And at the moment, the Mondeo holds his own in third, with the Groot in fourth. And then we've got E. Graham, Original Jaunt, and Gaz Monkey in the Volvo just behind him. Evil Dragon, the pressure is real as Groot goes for a move. Groot goes for a move and he pulls it off. Ladies and gentlemen, the Groot slings it up the inside and gets it to stick, as Evil Dragon now has 2 cars trying to come through. E. Graham and Original Jaunt, sorry. Gaz Monkey is in this action as well. Joker Man closing in, fastest man on the track, with the Dash now in 9th with the soft tyres. Sync Dash, it has not gone his way, the soft tyres at all. And JW there in 10th. We're on lap 5 of 8, and I don't know what's going on with the Dash. Sync Dash, he's just not happy with those tyres, it seems. Maybe pushing too hard. As McEwen there steals a win. He was miles away from the front. Groot, Gaz Monkey, Original, who's dropped down? It's the Dragon. It's the Dragon, ladies and gentlemen. Did something happen? Here we are. Where is he? He's there, ahead of his teammate. Ooh, I think he had a little nudge from his teammate. His teammate may have got a nudge from a Vectra. There was nudging. Lots of nudging. And it's caused Evil Dragon now to go further down the field. It's not where he wants to be. Not where he wants to be, down in 7th. Groot back up to 3rd. Gaz Monkey now in 4th. And the E. Graham and Original John going for it. E. Graham's gone wide with those hard tyres. E. Graham's gone wide. Evil Dragon's not in. Where am I? Where am I? No, Joker Man now has gone ahead of E. Graham and the Evil Dragon. The Mondeo slipping down to 7th and 8th. It is a tough battle. It is a physical battle out there, ladies and gents. The Gaz is in 4th. Groot is in 3rd. Sex Cult is in 2nd, and he is closing in on McEwen, I'm sure of it. McEwen, a 21.2 last time out. Sex Cult, a 21.8. Groot in 22.0, being chased by Gaz Monkey, 22.7. Original Jaunt then in the Vectra, 5th place. Ahead of Joker Man. Joker Man having that late push, getting the fastest lap, and one of the Mondeos off wide again. Evil Dragon just cannot keep the Mondeo on the grey stuff, ladies and gents, and he is struggling at this point in the race. And Dash is going for a move on him. St. Dash up the inside, and St. Dash claims that 8th place back again, and he is chasing E. Graham. E. Graham on those hard tyres, remember, Dash on the softs, so it shouldn't take too long, but we're on lap 6 of 8 at the moment, and Dash knows if he's going to go, whoa, a Mondeo of Evil Dragon just missing the barrier there. Crazy driving. McEwen then leads from Sid, 1.3 seconds, 21.8 last time around for Sid. McEwen 21.2, so McEwen there inserting dominance again. The Groot there rounding out. This has been a great round, or a great couple of rounds should I say, for the Nissan team. They have scored plenty of points. Gaz Monkey in fourth for Volvo, ahead of Jokerman. Jokerman has been our battler today. He's got himself ahead of Original Jaunt, but only just. And Original John is all up in his rear derriere, and he's looking for a piece of action here, and Jokerman staying to the inside to protect, to defend, and to keep the position. And there we go, Original John getting a good drive out, trying to go alongside, but Jokerman just about keeping the American in his box. The American again having a look at the inside. The Original John looking one way, looking another, and Jokerman is under the cosh. He is under pressure right now, and just behind St. Dash on those soft tyres, coming in hard and fast. St. Dash on the faster tyre, looking to gain big positions here, wants big points. You only get one soft tyre throughout the season. McEwen then 1.5 seconds ahead of Sid. Sid he can just about live with McEwen, but he just can't catch him up at the moment. Then we've got Groot in an easy third. It doesn't look like Gaz Monkey is going to be able to catch him up again, with Jokerman in fifth. We've got St. Dash up to sixth now. He is really working his way through the pack, but he's going up against the American, and it's a tough battle. The American isn't shy at doing a bit of racing, ladies and gentlemen. He likes to get hands-on in these races. It's called touring cars. It's all about rubbing and racing. So the Dash then, ooh, missed that. Oof, they're all having very close ones with that barrier, aren't they? So that's lost St. Dash a bit of speed down the straight, and Original John pulling up alongside him, ahead of him, should I say. And the Original John then back, no, not quite. The Dash going around the outside, and beautiful stuff there. St. Dash then is up and in sixth place, ahead of the Original John. E. Graham in eighth place, with Evil Dragon in ninth, and JW in 10th on those hard tyres, all by himself. McEwen flying ahead of SCLD. Groot in third, and he is being caught. Gazman and Jokerman. Gazman closing up onto Jokerman there, or is it the other way around? I can't remember. Might be Jokerman catching up on Gazmonkey, I mean. So Jokerman, excuse me. Jokerman then. We've seen this before from Jokerman. His late race surges, and he's looking for a podium here, it seems. Fancies a podium. And Gaz following him round, thinking, hey, he might make a mistake. He's just hit the wall hard there as Jokerman. So Gaz Monkey, does he fancy his chances as we head towards the final lap? Sitting alongside in the Volvo, in luxury, as he tries to find a way past the Renault. Just up ahead, he can see Groot, and down the road, McEwen 2 seconds or so ahead of SCLD. Sid, Sex Cult Latex Dancer, whatever you want to know him by, just know him as the second fastest man in this race. So on the board here as we go around the final lap, it doesn't look like Gaz Monkey's going to get an opportunity to have a nibble at Jokerman. Jokerman has got it all cleared off. He's just trying to chase down the Groot. St. Dash then 6th is as good as it's going to get with those soft tyres. Evil Dragon ahead of his teammate Graham. I wonder if team orders will come in and Evil Dragon or allow Graham past. I don't know if it's that early in the season. Original John, oh, that's unfortunate. Original John down in 9th place as JW there in 10th. So we're still quite a way off the line. There is still a lot of racing to be had here, and any small mistake is going to be huge and costly at this point. Gaz Monkey still looks to be closing in on Joker Man, who looks to be wanting a piece of the Groot. And only 8 tenths behind the Groot with 5 tenths for Joker Man. This is going to be some tight finishing here betwixt these pilots, ladies and gents. St. Dash on the soft tyres, desperately trying to close in, but he's gone wide. He's gone wide, and that is going to work for the Mondeos. That is going to be great for the Mondeos as Original John tries to get himself back ahead of Graham there, and Evil Dragon trying to close in on St. Dash. And McEwen then comes up towards the line for the second time in the meeting. This meeting, McEwen winner of round 6. Sid in second with the group coming home in the podium. Great work from the Nissan crew. Jokerman in 4th, Gaz Monkey in 5th. St. Dash looks like he's going to stay ahead of the Mondeos just about in 6th. Evil Dragon 7th. Original John in 8th. E. Graham comes home in 9th. And JW Talks M Sports on the hard tyre for 10th. What a cracker, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful race. Right then, we'll have a look at, again, the McEwen. Beautiful stuff. Well done, my friend. Let's grab one of these. We've got to get one at least, haven't we? And then we'll look at the final results this round, ladies and gentlemen. This meeting. McEwen, 2 wins out of this, rounds 4 and 6. And his teammate winning round 5. So it is a Nissan whitewash at rounds and 6. Both of them featuring on the podium in each race if they haven't won. So McEwen then with the win. Sex Cult Latex Dancer in 2nd with the Groot in 3rd. Jokerman, what a battler, what a fighter. Coming home in 4th. Gaz Monkey, great position there, 6th. I imagine he wants to be ahead of Jokerman, but you can't get what you want, you just get what you need. And the Dash, St. Dash on those soft tyres, I think he was hoping for more out of that race, but down in 6th. With Evil Dragon in 7th. The Original John 8th ahead of E. Graham, who was on the hard tyres. JW also on the hard tyres, having an atrocious race. And JT absolutely binned it and left. Wow. Ladies and gents, what an absolute blast rounds 3, 4, 5 and 6 have brought to us. I cannot wait. I'll tell you where we are next Friday, live from Thingamajig's Racing Channel. It's the only place you can get this schnizzle, my friends. And if you join me next Friday, we will be at Red Bull Ring, the full GP layout, ladies and gents, for 12 laps over 3 races of 12 laps. So write it in your calendar. Mark it on, just get a biro and write it on the wallpaper. It'll be fine. No one will mind. And join us again next Friday around 10 to 8 UK time for another thrilling battle of the Full Throttle Racing guys with their BTCCC 1998 replica. It has been a blast. It has been a privilege. And it has been absolutely cracking. Well done to the Nissan guys. And for everyone taking part, everyone who's watched, thank you very much. Everyone who's chatted, well done. I'm really, I really appreciate you guys. You keep me company as the races go on. And there's nothing more to say except for Tiru, peace and love. Peace and love.